Hello everyone, welcome back to Amin Math Club. Today we have a nice Olympiad Math Algebra problem, that is x plus 4 times x plus 5 times x plus 6 times x plus 7 all over. Here we have x minus 4 times x minus 5 times x minus 6 times x minus 7, that is equal to 1. So we have to find all possible values of x. Let's start our solution. First of all, here in numerator we see that it is our x plus 4 and it is x plus 7. So if we just add this 4 and 7, that is 4 plus 7 is equal to 11. Similarly, if we just add this second one and third, so we will get 5 plus 6, we get 11. Now we are going to make pairs of on this first with fourth and second with third one. So here we have x plus 4 times x plus 7 and x plus 5 times x plus 6 all over. Here x minus 4 times x minus 7 times x minus 5 times x minus 6 is equal to 1. Now multiplying this x plus 4 with x plus 7, so we have x times x is x squared, plus times plus is plus, 7 times x is plus 7x, similarly 4 times x is plus 4x, and plus 7 times 4 is 28. Similarly, x plus 5 times x plus 6 will be x squared, plus 6 times x, plus 5 times x, plus 6 times 5 is 30, all over x minus 4 times x minus 7. Here we have x squared minus 7x minus 4x, and minus times minus is plus, 7 times 4 is 28. Now x minus 5 times x minus 6 is equal to x squared minus 6x minus 5x, minus times minus is plus, 6 times 5 is 30, is equal to 1. Now here we have x squared plus 7x plus 4x, we get plus 11x plus 28 times x squared plus 6x plus 5x, we have plus 11x, and plus 30 can also be written as plus 28 plus 2, which is equal to 30. Actually we are going to make these two pairs same. So here we have the same x squared plus 11x plus 28 and x squared plus 11x plus 28. So all over here x squared minus 7x minus 4x, we have minus 11x plus 28 times x squared minus 11x, and here we have plus 30, we can write like this, plus 28 plus 2 is equal to 1. Now we see that this term x squared plus 11x plus 28 and x squared plus 11x plus 28 is same, and similarly in denominator x squared minus 11x plus 28 and this x squared minus 11x plus 28 are same. So let us suppose that this one is equal to a, that let us suppose a is equal to x squared plus 11x plus 28 and b is equal to this one x squared minus 11x plus 28. Now substituting these values, we will get, here we have a times a plus this 2 all over, we have b times b plus 2 is equal to 1. Now here we have denominator is 1. By cross multiplication we will get a times a plus 2 is equal to b times b plus 2. Multiplying a into parentheses, we have a squared plus 2 times a is equal to b squared plus 2 times b. Now shifting these two terms to our left hand side, we have a squared. It will be minus b squared, and it is plus 2a, and it will be minus 2b is equal to 0. Now we know that a squared minus b squared is equal to a plus b times a minus b according to algebraic formula. So here if we just take 2 is common, inside bracket we will get a minus b is equal to 0. Now this a minus b is a common factor, so taking a minus b is common, then we will get a minus b times a plus b, and here we have plus 2 is equal to 0. Now our next step will be, so here a minus b is equal to 0, and similarly a plus b plus 2 is equal to 0. But we have just supposed that as recall that a is equal to x squared plus 11x plus 28, and b is equal to x squared minus 11x plus 28. Now a minus b is equal to 0, so putting these values of a and b, we have x squared plus 11x plus 28, and here we have negative sign times value of b is x squared minus 11 times x plus 28, that is equal to 0. We have just put the value of a and b in this equation. So here we have multiplying this negative sign into parentheses, we will get x squared plus 11x plus 28 minus x squared, minus time minus is plus 11x, and minus time plus is minus 28 is equal to 0. So here we see that this plus x squared is cancelled out with minus x squared, and here plus 28 is cancelled out with minus 28. We get plus 11x plus 11x, we have 22x is equal to 0. And by dividing 22 on both hand side, we get x is equal to 0. So here it is our first solution of x. Now putting the same values in this equation, so here we get a plus b plus 2, that is a plus b plus 2 is equal to 0. Now putting the values of a and b, so here we have value of a, that is x squared plus 11x plus 28, and plus value of b is x squared minus 11x plus 28, and here we have plus 2 is equal to 0. Now solving this equation with respect to x, so here plus x squared is plus 2x squared plus 11x is cancelled out minus with minus 11x, so plus 28, and this plus 28 is 56, and plus 2 is 58, plus 58 is equal to 0. Now if we divide this equation by 2, so we will get x squared plus 29 is equal to 0. For finding the value of x, we have x squared, shifting this one we get minus 29. Now if we take squared on both hand side, then we have minus 29 square root. Here this square is cancelled out with square root, we get x is equal to, that is minus 29, so plus minus square root of 29 and times square root of minus 1. So x will be plus minus square root of 29, and we know that square root of minus 1 is equal to I. So we get the value of x2 and x3, that is plus minus square root of 29 I. So here we have three values of x, that is our x1 is 0, x2 is positive I times square root of 29, and x3 is negative I times square root of 29. So these are our final values of x, which is our final answer. So that's it for today. I hope you have enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe my channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day. Goodbye.